Hi everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm here for my review of the Sims 4 Parenthood game pack, and this is actually an early access review copy provided by EA. So this video is going to be broken down into a few different sections. We're going to start off here with the introduction, then we're going to take a look at Create a Sim, then buy mode, then gameplay, and then at the end of the video I'll give you my overall opinions and thoughts of this pack. So in the description of the video I'll have some timestamps, so if there's just one particular part of those sections that you like to look at, then you can click on those timestamps and it'll jump you to that part of the video. So the pack actually comes out tomorrow, May 30th, and today I'm here to give you an early access look at it to help you make the decision of buying this pack. So here we've got a window which you get when you first open the game after installing the pack, which basically just goes over the kind of main gameplay features and what this pack is all about. So the first thing is that we can develop our parenting skills, we can enjoy new family activities, we can shape your Sims' childhood, and then we can personalise your household. And there's also 4 different screenshots here which kind of gives you an insight to what this pack is all about. So we're going to go ahead and jump into Create a Sim now, and I'll show you the new items that we'll get with the pack. Okay, so we're here in Create a Sim now to go ahead and take a look at the new Create a Sim items that we get with this pack. So as you can see, I actually have quite a lot of Sims in this household, and that's just to make it a little bit easier for me to show you all the new items that we'll get with this pack. So I've got 2 adults here, I've got 2 toddlers, 2 children and 2 teenagers, and both I've got male and a female version of both of those ages, just to make it a little bit easier to show off everything. So we're going to start off with the male adult Sim. Now let's have a look at the hairstyle we'll get with him, which is this one, which I've actually already put on. So there was actually only one new hairstyle in terms of male Sims for this pack, which is this. For facial hair we'll have 2 different ones of these, so we've got this one right here and then this one as well. I presume these are for more teenage Sims, but they are available to adults as well. For hats, accessories and makeup there isn't any of that, but if you jump into your face section and then go to skin details, there's actually acne in 3 different types. So we'll have this one as well, and this last one here. So one thing I should point out, if you haven't heard already, the acne is actually a Create a Sim asset. It's not something that's going to be in your game and coming up autonomously, so you have to put it on your Sims as you wish. So that's it for that one. Now let's have a look at the clothing for the male Sims. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the clothing now. Let's start off with the full body ones, and we've actually only got one new one of these, and it's this one here, a new bear costume, which comes in a range of different colour swatches. So these are kind of showing you different fruits on them as well. So there's 5 different ones there which you can go ahead and take a look at. Now let's have a look at the tops, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones of these, and these of course come in a range of different colour swatches as well. So we've got this one which is actually a hoodie, very very colourful. Actually I really like this hoodie, and as you can see it comes in a range of different colour swatches here. So we've got some more darker ones, we've got ones with patterns on, and we've got more of these type of plain colours as you can see here. So as you can see there's a range of different colour swatches. The next thing is this one here, which is kind of like an under t-shirt with a t-shirt on top of it. So there's a few different colour swatches here. So we'll have this one, which is kind of like a skateboarder really, well, yeah, that's the right word, isn't it? One of those, and we've also got this one as well, which is more of like, sort of like a plain style to it. We've got this one as well, so this one is more of a sporty theme to it. We've got this one as well. So as you can see, there's a range of different colour swatches to help match your Sims. This is the next one, which is kind of like a t-shirt with like a jacket on it as well. So let's have a look at the colour swatches we got with this one. So these aren't as bright ones, but that's fine. So we've got these ones. Some of them have a few like accents to them, like these little red bits here, and these like black and white bits on the top there. Here's a few more, and there we go. So that's the colour swatches for that one. We've got this one as well, which is a top with like a buttons on it there. So there's a few different colour swatches here as well. That's something I've really been impressed so far with this pack, is that it's actually a good range of different colour swatches with all these new items. So this is the next thing as well, and this one has like a sort of like tank top with a open hoodie on it, and again this has a range of different colour swatches as well. So let's go ahead and look, just put something on for now. I guess we'll go with a plain colour hoodie there. Now the next thing is bottoms, and we'll get a few different ones of these as well. The first one being is shorts, and as you can see this is what they look like, and there's a few different colour swatches there as well. These don't really have any patterns on them or anything, but we do have 4 of them which have slightly more of a pattern style to them. So we'll have these black and white ones, we'll have like a blue and a yellow style one. We have a red one which has 2 different shades of red on it, and we'll also have this one which is kind of like a gradient, green to yellow to orange, with the black stripes through them as well. So the next thing is this one, which kind of matches one of those hoodies there, and again this has a range of different colour swatches as well. We'll have these ones which kind of have like a checky pattern to them, again more colour swatches. I'm not going to go through every single colour swatch here. We'll also have these jeans as well, which actually kind of have like a hoodie tied around them, and again a range of different colour swatches. This one is actually quite a lot with this item here. And the next thing is this, which is some pants which do actually have a few colour options as well, and there we go. Now the next thing is accessories, but don't really get any accessories apart from these socks here, which to be honest I don't really use, sorry I can't speak here, but don't really use a whole lot of them, at least I don't in my own gameplay, but there they are if you like to use them. And again they do come in a range of different colour swatches as well. Some of them are more plain, and then some of them have a lot of different funky colours on them. And then we actually don't get any new shoes with this pack for male Sims. So let's go ahead and jump onto styled outfits, because I know there's actually a few new options for that as well. So this is the first one here, and this is what it looks like. And again, a range of different colour swatches there. We've got this one, which is actually back to bowling. So that's, we only got one new styled outfit with this pack for male Sims. And that is all of them for the male Sims there. For formal, active, and the other ones as well, there actually isn't any other items for those. But still, I feel like we've got quite a lot of items here, and I'm really happy with the choices that we have. So now let's move on to the female Sims and have a look at their items. Okay, so for the female adult Sims, we'll get 4 new hairstyles with this one. So here is the first one here. This one's nice, it's kind of a more longer one which has a braided effect through them, and of course the classic EA colours there. And we've got this one as well, which actually has a kind of like a highlighted colour in the front here. So those change as you go through the different colours here. So those might be more appropriate for teenagers, but it is available to adults as well. I have this one as well, which actually has kind of like a different shade to them as well, similar to this first one. And after that we've got this one as well, which is kind of more curly style to it, and this is a more shorter style than the first one. So those are the new hairstyles that we'll get with this pack. In terms of facial, like skin details, we'll get the same 3 different types of acne. For hats, accessories and makeup we don't get anything for that, but if we jump into tops we do get 6 different new ones here. So this is the first one. So this one is very nice. It's kind of a more floral style to it, which was something that was seen in the trailers and things, and that seems to be a main focus for the female Sims in terms of adults, is having this floral style to them. So there's 4 different ones there. Also got a couple of different ones over here as well, which kind of have some nice colours on them, and then we'll also have some more plain type of colours here as well. And then the next thing is this one here, which is kind of like a some sort of hoodie here, which has like a top underneath it. Again, a range of different colour swatches there. And we've got this one as well, which is kind of like a jumper with like a t-shirt under it. It's kind of a little bit interesting and different, this one. And we've got this one as well here, which has like that button top to it, similar to what we had for the male Sim there. And we have this sort of like tank top here as well. And we'll also have this item here, which is kind of like a crop top sort of jumper here as well. So let's have a look at full body. We'll have the same bear suit there from the other one. And then in terms of bottoms, we'll have a few different options here. So we'll have these jeans with the hoodie tied around them, similar to what we had for the male Sims. And we'll have these shorts here. We'll have these pants here which have floral kind of features on them, something that was seen in the trailer for the pack, and there's a range of different colour swatches for that. And we've got these checky pants here from what we've seen in the male Sims, and also these kind of like tracksuit bottoms as well, which also come in a range of different colour swatches. And then for accessories and shoes, we don't get anything, but for accessories we do get the same socks as what we had for the male Sims. So that's all of that for the female Sims. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the female child Sims here. I'm not going to bother looking at teenagers because those are actually just the same items as what we get for adults. But there's actually 2 new hairstyles we'll get here. So we've got this one, which is a braided effect, which has these little flowers on them, and this second one is pretty similar. It's a little bit shorter, and it doesn't have those added extras on the top there. So let's go ahead and actually, I'm just going to put another one on to demonstrate the rest of this pack with. So we've got none of these other items here in terms of hats, accessories and makeup, and we don't have any acne as well. Now let's jump into our tops here. So as you can see, we'll have 4 new ones here. These ones are pretty colourful as well, so I have a few different colour swatches for this one here. I believe this is pretty similar to what we had in terms of the hoodies for the adults. We've got this one as well, which is a hoodie here, and it has a few different colour swatches here. We've got this one as well, which is kind of like a top, which kind of has some like ripped details in them. And then we'll also have this one as well, which is a top with this added thing on it, has a little tie bow in it as well. Now let's have a look at full body, if there's anything for that. We'll have 4 new full body outfits here. So I have this one here, which kind of has this overall on it and a top underneath. This one as well is kind of similar to the what we had for the adults on the kind of like checky style pants. We'll have those for the child's, but under full body. We'll have this one as well, which is a nice little dress, has a range of different colour swatches as well, and we'll also have this suit here as well from what we've seen from the previous Sims. Now in terms of bottoms, I do have a few different ones here as well. So we'll have this one, which was something that was seen for the adults as well, which having the hoodie tied around the pants here, and we'll also have some shorts here as well as this one, which is kind of like a skirt, and of course these all 3 come in a range of different colour swatches. I don't think we'll have any shoes. We do actually have some shoes here, these ones which I can't really show you very well here, but as you can see, they kind of got like a kind of like a netted effect on them, and these do come in a range of different colour swatches as well. So that's it for the female Sims. Now let's have a look at the male one. Okay, so for the male Sims, they'll get 1 new hairstyle, which is this one, which is a little bit similar to what was seen for the female Sim just previously. Now let's have a look at our clothing, because there isn't anything else in terms of skin details or accessories. We'll have 3 new tops here, and we'll have this one, which is similar to what was seen for the female Sim just previously, and again a range of different colour swatches. We'll have this one here, which is kind of like a top with a hoodie on it, and this kind of like accessory jacket on top of it, which looks really, really nice. We also have this one as well, which is a top which has this one has a football on it, and it comes in a few different colour swatches as well. The next one after that, let's have a look at full body. So we do get this one as well, which is similar to what we've seen before, these checky pants again. This kind of looks more of kind of like a sleepwear type of outfit to me, and again we'll have this outfit here as well. In terms of our bottoms, we'll have 2 new ones here. So we'll have this one here, which is this pants here with the hoodie on it, like seems to be with every single type of age in this pack here. And then we'll also have these jeans, which kind of have these patched effects on them as well. In terms of shoes, we don't get anything for that, and neither do we for accessories. Now let's have a look at what we get for toddlers. Okay, so we're going to have a look at what we get for male toddlers here, and all we get for in terms of from this pack for toddlers is these 2 items here. So we kind of got this one, which has like an overall on it and kind of like a top underneath it, and then this one here is kind of like a hoodie here with some pants as well. And we do also get 1 styled look with this for toddlers, which is this one here, and it's that overall in just a different colour swatch. So that's what we'll get for the male Sims here, but now let's jump on to our female Sims and see what we'll get for them. So we've got nothing again in terms of these items at the top here, but we'll come down and have a look at the other ones here. So again, we do actually have some accessories here, which is some of these kind of like leggings, which actually have a few different unmatching colours there at the start, if you saw, with this one here. And then like this one, and then the other ones have some patterns on them as well. And then the other thing here, if I just go into our full body outfit, we do get 2 ones here, which are actually exactly the same as the male Sims. So that is it for the actual create a sim process of this video. Now let's jump into game and have a look at buy mode. Okay, so we're here for the build/buy mode section of this video, and as you can see, there's a lot going on here on this lot here, but don't worry, because I will be taking you through everything. So I've got everything laid out that we got from the pack, and we've also got some pre-made rooms over here, and we've got some build mode stuff over there, and we've also got some buy mode stuff. I haven't got like every single colour swatch of everything out, because then I probably need a bigger lot, but it's just to kind of give you an overview of everything. So let's go ahead and start off with the new wallpapers. So this is them here. Now it's not every single colour swatch of all of them. I've just put out a couple examples. I believe there was 3 or 4, I think it might be, let's just check. There's actually 5. 5 different wallpapers here, and they all have various different amounts of colour swatches, as you can see from the options here. So here's the first one. has like a painted wall with a little like feature underneath it. Again, we have some more painted ones here which have these different kind of like colours in them. We have this one here which is a little bit interesting, has a nice design to it. And then we also have these three here which are kind of more of a funky style to them. And then also these ones here which kind of have a tiled effect to them. Over here we've got the new windows and doors. So this is a new door. This one comes in a few different colour swatches. And remember, this one has actually got objects on it, you may have seen from the trailer. So we've got like a door hook on the back, and then on this side we've kind of got some paintings here. On this side we've got some windows. We've actually got two new windows with this pack, two different sizes here, and a range of different colour swatches for each one. They both have the same colour swatches, just the different shaped windows. And we'll have two new beds with this pack as well, and here are them here. So we've kind of got this one which has like a metal back into them, and this one has more of a hardboard back into them. And again, a range of different colour swatches for these, and this one has a few as well, and both some more plain colours, and some of them are a little bit more funky as well. So here's the new chairs and sofas. So this one's more of like an armchair, has a little cushion on the back there, range of different colour swatches there. By the way, I'm not going to go through every single colour swatch for all of the different items because I'll be here all day, but I don't want to, with this overview, well, this review, I just want to mention that I'm probably not going to be able to go through everything because it is loads with this new pack, but you know, that's a good thing because you get to experience new things for yourself when you go in and play this game, you know, for yourself. But today I'm just giving you an overview of the main things that we'll get with this pack. Anyway, back to this. So this is another chair we have. More of kind of like a kid's style to it. We've got this one over here as well, and this one as well, which are more kind of like dining sort of chairs, and they are pretty small, it looks like, from this size here. We also have this one as well, which I believe is it looked like a toddler's chair, but it kind of isn't in a way. It's more just well, it's just a bar stool, but it kind of, when I first looked at it, I thought it was a toddler's chair without the sides, which is maybe a little bit dangerous. Anyway, so here is the new two sofas that we get with this, and so we have this one here with a range of different colour swatches, and this one as well, which kind of has some storage units under it, but those aren't functional, by the way. Here are the new kind of kitchen items we'll get with this pack. So we do have this new dishwasher. I did just, you can't actually place this down, you have to put it under a counter, so I did there, but this is the exact same counter there, so you can see. And we'll have a new cabinet up here as well, and we'll also have a new oven, which I really like. It's this more kind of like older style to it, and again, a range of different colour swatches for this one as well. And we'll also have this new fridge here as well, which has a range of different colour swatches, and it has actually this digital panel on, which caught my attention in the trailer, which is a nice little addition there. And we'll have the island version of the counters, as well as this new bread bin. We'll also have this new dining table, and this right here is the journal that children can write in. I just put it on the table because it looked better than on the floor. Over here we'll have some new kind of like side tables. So this one's more for like the bathroom. It has like some towels and drawers underneath it, and then this one's more for like the bedroom. Has some like books and some stuff down there as well as the drawer. These two are actually kind of like coffee tables. They are pretty big actually as well. Again, with some storage underneath them, and not to forget, they have a range of different colour swatches for both of these. This one over here, we've kind of got some tables. So this one's just kind of like a kid's desk, and this one over here is kind of like for more of a teen's writing desk. Here we have two new mirrors. So this one is a longer one, and this one is a smaller one, which actually has a flower accent to it, which is something that we've seen, like I said earlier in the Creator Sim portion, how some of the female items had flowers on them. So it's something that seemed to be carrying through this whole aesthetic of the pack. Here's some bathroom items here. So this is the first one, which is a laundry basket. Here we have one of like a medicine cabinet there. This one's kind of more of those organizer things that a lot of us use. This is the new sink, which is actually a wall one. This one right here isn't well, this one's just like not on a wall, and it is more of an older style to it as well, similar to some of the things we've seen from the kitchen just previously. I have this sink here, which has a cabinet underneath it, and it's actually a bit more modern style to this one actually. Here we'll have a new bath slash shower, and this actually has a shower curtain on it, again with a range of different colour swatches, and I believe some of them are more for like the kids, like this one as well. And then this one over here is a standing mirror, which actually has a few pictures on it and some lights as well, which is seen in one of the teen bedrooms in the trailer for this pack. Over here is the new lights that we'll get with this pack. So We'll have this one on the ground here, which is just like a desk lamp right there. We'll also have a range of different ceiling lamps here. So let's have a little look at these. So these are pretty much all the same, but they're just in different lengths. So we'll have a single one here, we'll have a slightly longer one there, we'll have here which is small and has 3 of them, and then here we'll have 3 which is long. So we've kind of got the same aesthetic going throughout all of these lights, just in different sizes to fit your house. Now let's have a little look over here. So these are the new art projects, well, after school project I should say, and these are the different ones you can get. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you know, a couple of common ones that we've seen, like the rockets, got electricity experiments here, we've got robotics here. I'm going to go through all of them now. Medieval castle, we've got a solar system, we've got a construct a bridge, and we've also got the chemical reaction volcano there as well. So a range of different after school projects there, which is great. This one right here is kind of like a kids activity table, which is something similar to what we already have in game. And we also have this thing right here, which is kind of like a kind of like activity desk. It's called the Buildings Blocks play table. Here's a range of different kind of toys and stuff that kids can play with, and this one's more of just a decoration. It's kind of one of those vases or vases, however you say it, that kids make with lollipop sticks, which is a decoration. Here we'll have a range of different things here. So we'll have these little nursing kits, like these play sets here, one for more of a like a doll, and one for a teddy bear there. We have an arts and crafts box here as well, so there's a few different things here that kids can play with. We also have this thing here, which is I should have over in the kitchen section, but it's kind of like one of those rack of dishes. And we'll also have this little magazine holder here as well. And then on the back here we'll have some more counters and side tables here. So this one is actually a new bookshelf. And not to forget, and I keep forgetting to go through all of these, but we do have a range of different colour swatches for all these different things. Not these little toys here, but you know, for the rest of the things, but this one it does. Anyway, so we'll also have this new side table here as well. I've also put a couple of things on top of here. So we'll have this little thing here, which is called Night Owl toy nightlight. So this is actually a little light as well, which is great. We'll have a new fruit bowl, which was something that we've been really looking for, since, you know, we seem to all use that base game one all the time, so it's great to have a new addition here. And this one has more of a modern style to it. And we'll also have this thing here, which is a plate decoration, and this does have a range of different colour swatches, as well as more kind of like formal style to them. You know, some of them look like kids have been drawing them, painting them I should say. Over here we'll have a new dresser, and we'll also have a few different clutter items on the top here, like this bathroom clutter one and a makeup tray. And then over here we'll have a kids toy tub, so there's a range of different kids toys. I believe this is just a decoration. I'm not exactly 100% sure if that is actually functional. But also have, sorry, it froze there. We'll have two new curtains actually, so these are the two ones here. So have this longer one, and we'll also have this one as well. And then over here, I've kind of just shown off the new wall decals and paintings that we'll get with this pack, as well as the new fireplace, which is right here. So there's a range of different colour swatches for this fireplace. Over here, we'll have these skateboards, which were seen in the trailer. These ones are some like fairy lights as well, both a longer, shorter version, and again, this one actually has a multicolored version as well. Same with this one. Here is the behavioural chart, which is actually something that has a gameplay feature to it, which we'll have a little bit more of a look at later on in the gameplay section, which is more for curve views. We'll have a couple more paintings here, like this one. Range of different designs to it too. This one is a wall decal, as well as this one right here. This one's kind of like a thing where kids have pegged up their paintings. This one is actually a nightlight as well, which has a little animation to it, which looks really nice, which is something that we've seen on Twitter. And this one is pretty much the same, but without the little animation on it. It's just a regular nightlight. On the back here, I have a few more things. So we do have a couple more of these items here for wall decals, a few more paintings here, and the same as this other one, but just as a single version of that wall decal. Another thing to mention is that we've got two new rugs with this, and we've got this very large one here, and again a range of different colour swatches, and we'll have this slightly smaller one here, again a range of different colour swatches, and this one has more of a themed one to it, like this little football sort of match here. And to also have a few different clutter items here. This is actually one clutter set, but it has a range of different items in it, and a range of different colour swatches as well. So before we end this section, we've got the 4 different preset rooms that we've got with this pack to look at as well. So let's just have a quick little look through these. So this is the first one, which is the kitchen. And again, it just kind of shows you the different items that we'll get with this pack. It just have everything that's new, because as you can see, we'll have a few things that are from the previous games, such as this one right here. The bin, this window here as well, and it kind of shows you kind of how this kitchen looks like. This one is kind of like a living room. You can see this little play table here, the kids' little desk here as well, a few little colour options as well as the new fireplace we got with this pack, and the fireplaces and the bookshelf, and the new curtains there as well. And then here shows you a girl's bedroom, which has these flooring in it, which is actually not with this new pack. One thing I didn't mention is that we don't have any new floorings with this pack, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you know, we can't get everything new with a pack. Kind of got this wall decal as well, which we've seen from before, and the beds, and everything seems to be new here. And we've also got in this room here, which is showing you what it looks like for a kid's room. So here shows you the range of different items here we have for a boy's bedroom this time, and we'll also have this new lamp, which is actually something that we got in the free update on May 25th. I also have an overview video of that if you want to go ahead and check that out. We've also got 3 new lights with that update. Anyway, just to show that that's used in this room. And yeah, so that is pretty much it for the overview, the build/buy mode section of this new pack. So like I said, I didn't go over every single colour swatch we have here, but it's just a general overview of everything that we have. So now let's go ahead and jump into gameplay, and I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the main features that in terms of gameplay that we'll get with this pack. Okay, so we're here for the gameplay review section of this review, and I'm going to go through a couple of the key things and a couple of things that I think stand out the most. Now, since this is a game pack, there's a whole bunch of new interactions and everything like that, so we'll probably be here all day if I went through all of them. So in this gameplay section, I'm not going to be able to go through everything. Like I said, I'm going to go through some of the key things, and that allow you to go into your own game and explore new things for yourself as well. So the first thing I want to go through is the new volunteering section, and this is actually something that you can either access through the computer or through your phone. So I've got the teen selected here, and if you go down to your phone and go into the travel section here, there's a new option here called volunteer. So if you click on this, it brings up who you want to volunteer with. Now you can volunteer with all ages apart from toddlers. So I think this might be a nice idea to do with all the siblings, so I'm going to select them. And now it brings up all the options that you can do for the activities. So we've got a bake sale, a beach cleanup, volunteering at a nursing home, volunteering at a soup kitchen, and walk to fight disease. So I think what might be a nice idea, sorry, I can't speak here, a nice idea to do is maybe do the bake sale. So if we do this, and I'll show you how it works. So let's see, because this paused a little bit there. So basically what they do is they all go out, and it's one of those things where you just go and it does it. It's not something that you go to them. So as you can see, similar to what happens when you go to work. So you can see there that they all went off, and then they fade out of the lot, and then they'll spawn back in later once they've done that. So I'm going to speed through here. I'm going to wait until they come back home. Okay, so they're still at the bake sale, but we've got one of these options here, which you sometimes get when children go to school, where we've got to, you know, choose the right thing or the wrong thing. So it says here, soon after the bake sale begins, Kieran, I think that's how you say his name, notices his stomach rumbling. There are a few unattended macarons, or however you say it, macaroons, that he is sure no one will miss. Should he take some of the macaroons? So I think what might be a good idea to leave it, because he is a responsible teenager. And it says willpower wins out, and Kieran made it through the whole bake sale without sneaking a snack. Okay, so the thing that he gets from this is actually something added to his character values of manners. So it says that he gains some manners from controlling his desire to sneak a cookie during the bake sale. So if we go over to his character values, which is under the Simology tab, you can see here how the manners one is actually in the positive now. One thing you can happen, which I didn't mention earlier, is that the manners, and while all of these character values can actually go into the positive or negative, and once your teen or child ages up into a young adult, those things actually stick with them for the rest of their lives. So that's put him into the positive, and I'm hoping that you'll be able to stay in the positive. And as you can see, a lot of his other ones are in the positive as well, which is great. So somebody's came to visit us here, and I don't know, hopefully it's not going to be welcome wagon. Oh my god, it is. Okay, well, we haven't got time for that in this review. Anyway, so I'm going to speed through here until they're back from the bake sale. Okay, so they've arrived back from doing their bake sale, and it took a few hours, and what happened was actually they got some more empathy points, if that's a way to put it. It increased their character value of empathy, and that's one of the things you can do to increase this character value is by volunteering. So they're all feeling a really good mood for doing something positive, and as you can see there, they've got a new moodlet as well, which is called Happy to Help, which is from volunteering, and it says, volunteering was fun and made Kieran feel all warm inside, good times. So that lasts for 4 hours. So that's how volunteering works, and again, you can access that through your phone or through the computer. So the next thing I want to show you is something that I feel like a lot of us are interested in, is the new setting the table interaction. So either teenagers, adults, and also children can do this. So basically what you do is, let's do it with the teenager here. So they basically come over and you can set the table with, and there's 3 different settings. There's casual setting, fancy setting, and party setting. So I think what might be a nice idea to do is, since they're not really having a party or anything today, is just go for the casual setting, and then you can choose blue, red, tan, or yellow for the different colour options. So I feel like for this room, it might be a nice idea to go ahead and do tan, and let's see how this works. So I'm going to get her to come over here and wait for her to get in the room, and she goes around the different settings here and places down these little things here. So as you can see, her manners character value is increasing by doing this, which is great, and she's just going around the table and filling that in. And then say after the dinner, or she decides that they don't want to have dinner here anymore, what they can go ahead and do is actually click on these individual placemats and click clear. It isn't something that does for all of them, you have to do that individually. And also once you get your plates and come over, these plates will fade out and you put your actual plate down with the food, if that makes sense. And that's how the setting the table works. So the next thing I want to show you is another thing that I feel like a lot of us are interested in, which is the new toddler's interaction of biting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and see how this biting interaction works. And this little kid here actually got in a fight with his brother, and I'm going to show you what happens when they do kind of like negative interactions with each other. We'll get to the biting thing in just a second. So the toddler is going to come over here. Hang on, I'm just going to bring the brother over here so it's a little bit easier. So the toddler is going to go ahead and maybe just shout at him or something. Okay, so as you can see there, the toddler is actually shouting at her older brother, and you can see, I don't know if you catch that, but that actually decreased her empathy character value, and that'll take that into the negative. And as you can see there, once they have an argument, I believe this is just for the teenagers, but they actually just storm off in a bit of having a bit of a tantrum there, and that's what happens. So now that he's feeling a little bit angry, he's going to come over here and maybe take out on his mother here. And as you can see, there's actually, if you want to see what new interactions come with the Parenthood game pack, you can see that these have these little icons here, and that shows you the new interactions. So I think what might be something he wants to do is go ahead and maybe, I don't know, shove her. I don't know why he would want to do that. That's probably going to get him in a lot of trouble here, but let's see how this goes down. So he's going to come over here, and as you can see, he's got this angry walk style. And he's going to go ahead and do that. And as you can see there, I think that made his mother kind of angry. So she actually kind of seems like a nice parent, and she's not really a strict one. So she's going to come over here into the parenting section, and she's going to go ahead and discipline the recent behaviour, if I can speak there. And as you can see, he's still shoving her, and that actually decreased his emotional control. So like I said, she's kind of like more of a humble parent, and she's going to come over here and do a common one and ask not to be mean. So you can do, on the other hand, if you're more of a strict parent, and do a more of an assertive kind of parenting interaction, but she's kind of a nice one, so she's not going to really do that as much. So as you can see there, she's trying to talk to him and try to calm him down a little bit as well. And as you can see, this has actually increased her parenting skill to, well, level 1. But in level 1, you can now encourage kids' behaviour and influence kids to clean. She can now reprimand bad behaviour by asking the child not to do that interaction, or simply yelling at the child to stop. Okay, so just before we get to the bite interaction, something I want to show you is actually the new make a mess thing, which is something that was seen in the trailers. So there's a new interaction. If you just click on the floor with a toddler, they can click make a mess, and basically what they do is, well, they just make a mess. So let's see how that goes down. And as you can see, their character value of responsibility went down a bit. So as you can see, the parent here is getting a little bit angry about this, so I'm going to get her to come over and yell at the toddler to hopefully get that message across that isn't a good thing to do. So let's go ahead and yell at her. I'll have to wait until she finishes this little interaction here. And she's making a pretty big mess here, isn't she? So let's go ahead and get her to stop doing that, because I think she's realised what she's doing here. But that is actually making her, giving her a playful moodlet from making a mess, which I suppose is good for the toddler, but not really for the parent. So I'm going to get the parent to come over here and yell at her for making such a big mess here. As you can see, the responsibility character value is going down as well, like I mentioned before. So as you can see there, the toddler is feeling very angry now since she's been yelled at. So I think she's going to come over here and actually do this bite interaction over here. And again, it has a little parenthood little symbol there to show you that's a new interaction. So let's get her to go ahead and bite her mother, which I don't really think is going to be a good idea, because that's probably going to get her in a lot of trouble now. Let's see how this goes down. Take a quick little screenshot here. I'm not going to really use this for the thumbnail, I don't think, but you know, it's just a little interaction here. And what actually happens is, once they bite her, well, I didn't end up getting a screenshot there, you can see that her emotional control thing went down there. And if I just pause this and zoom in on her hand, you'll be able to see how there is actually a bite mark there as well. So that's what happens with a new bite interaction. So the next thing I want to show you is how the curfew works, which is something you will get with this pack, and it is something really, really interesting actually. So there's this new thing here called the family bulletin, and it has a few different options including curfew. So except from curfew, you can write a note for somebody, and you can also create a drawing, which is something that kids can do, and attach them to the bulletin. So I'm going to go ahead and get the parent to actually set a curfew. So it is currently 9 PM, so I'm going to set this for 11 PM, and once she does that, I'll show you what happens after that. So let's get her to come over here, set the curfew, and as you can see, this turns yellow because it is going to be coming up soon to this actually going on to the curfew. And you can see now that it's turned orange because it's now less than an hour away. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is maybe get the teenager to go ahead and step outside, see if there's any other interactions. No, so since the curfew is set, the teenagers can't actually remove that. Okay, so it's just about to hit 11 PM here, and as you can see, once it hits the curfew time, it will go to red. So he's now under curfew, but you know, he's a little bit of a rebellious teenager, so I'm going to get him to come outside for a bit. I mean, onto the sidewalk here. So I'm going to get a go ahead and do a go here interaction, and as you can see, what happens is when the curfew is in time, it actually has this new little piece of text here saying breaks curfew, just to let you know what that'll happen if you break the curfew. So I'm going to get him to come outside, and luckily it didn't really get caught this time, but I'm going to get the parent to come over here because, well, she did actually see him sneak out. So I don't know where he's planning on going at this time, but I'm going to get her to come over here and yell at. So if we go over to the sorry, I can't speak there, parenting section here, and we're going to get them to go ahead and discipline recent behaviour. I'm going to do strict this time because, you know, she's a humble parent, but just kind of sick of the kids walking all over her, and we're going to yell at for breaking the curfew. So as you can see, his responsibility character value is going down, and as you can see, it's continuously going down as the amount of time he's out of the curfew. So I'm going to get the parent to come over here and be strict at him for breaking the curfew, and let's see how this goes down. So as you can see, he's kind of getting very angry here for him being getting yelled at here, but what actually that happened was it increased his responsibility there for, you know, being disciplined, but as you can see, it is now decreasing again. So I think what might be a nice idea to go ahead and do is go inside now, since it is pretty late, and I'll probably guess that the toddlers are getting a little bit tired now, so I'm going to get them both to come into bed here, well, inside, sorry. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is maybe get the mother to go ahead and put the daughter to bed. So since I just added this house in here, there isn't enough beds for all of them, but it was just a house to go ahead and show you how everything works. So what is a new interaction here, which I think is really, really nice, is ask to put to bed. So this is something that toddlers can do with their toddler bed, but it's now something that children can get done to them as well. So we can ask to put to bed and get the mother to do that. The teenagers can also put them to bed as well. So let's see how this interaction works. So she's going to come over here and ask the mother to put her to bed, run all the way down the street. But as you can see, she had to come outside there, which actually took her responsibility down since it was outside of the curfew hours. Inside the curfew hours, I should say. So what happens is she basically just tucks her in and gives her a kiss on the head, and that's how that interaction works. So it's just a simple interaction, but it is something really great and does actually increase their relationships as well. Okay, so it is the morning time and the kids will be going off to school soon. So I think what might be a nice idea to go ahead and do is show you how lunches work, because parents can actually make lunches for their kids. But just before we do that, there is a couple more things I want to go over. So we've got these new little toys here, which is something that was seen from the pack, and it's a new interaction that kids can play with. So if I click on the kids, sorry, I can't speak, the kids here, they can actually go ahead and play with Doctor, which is one of them, and the other one is this one, Play Doctor, but this one has a teddy bear and this one has a kind of like a little doll. So I'm going to get her to come over and play with the teddy bear one and Play Doctor, and we'll see how this interaction goes down. So let's go ahead and see how this works. So this actually increases their empathy counter value, because they are like kind of like helping someone, even though it's just a teddy bear, but it does actually increase their counter value, which is great. So as you can see, she's just playing now with him. Another thing is this arts and craft box as well, but that is actually just a decoration. It still is a nice thing there. Now the other thing I want to show you is the new journal, which is something that is both for teenagers, and they can do this, and also for kids as well, and they can do the same thing as well. So I'm actually going to go ahead and get her to come over and write in her journal. And there's also another thing which you can do is hide your journals. Now one thing I saw on the live stream for the pack here was that you can actually hide your journals under beds as well, which is another great thing to do. So I'm going to get her to come over here and hide her, sorry, actually write in her journal first. So see, oh my god, I can't speak. Let's see what she writes here. So she's probably just writing down her feelings, and it's a good way when they're angry and things like that to get their feelings out and just put everything into this. So this is actually another thing I wanted to show you, which is the new teen writing desk. It's also another kind of like activity table for kids as well. So I'm going to get her to go ahead and write in that, but the kids are just about to go off to school, but just before they do that, I'm going to go ahead and get the mother to make a lunch. I'm just going to show you, the other kids are probably going to go off to school, but I'll be able to show you how it works for at least one of the kids here. So I'm going to get the mother to come over here and actually make something. Let's see what they could actually cook here. So it can actually, you know, do anything. If you've already cooked a meal, it can be absolutely anything, and you can make it into a lunch. I'm going to click the make lunch, sack lunch here interaction, and you can do that by clicking on the fridge. And I think what a classic thing we could maybe do is peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I'm going to do that for the little kid here just before she heads off to school. I'm going to get her to skip school, but she will go to school shortly. So let's go ahead and do that. So one thing that's good about these packed lunches is what they can actually do is put them in the inventory for school, and if they go to school with a low hunger bar, they will actually eat that during the day, and it'll increase their hunger need, which is great. So I'm going to get her to go ahead and do this, and I'll show you how it works. So it's basically just like doing a regular meal and how you make those. And let's see how this works. So it has paused for a second here. She seems to be taking her time with this. So let's get her to go ahead and do that. Okay, so once she's actually made the sandwich, it will go into this packed lunch, and I believe she's put it in sorry, I can't speak, her own inventory. So that is, so I'm just going to drag it into the kids' inventory there, and I'm going to get her to go to school since she is running a little bit late, but it is a first day as well, so that's a little bit bad, isn't it? So let's get her to go to school, and I'll meet you back off later once they're back from school. Okay, so the kids have just arrived back from school, and one of the things that you may know about this pack is that there's some new school after school projects. So this kid here has actually just got one, and it says that he's returned home from school with a school project. Completing this project will grant school progress. Additional progress will be awarded if the project is completed quickly. And there we go. And she also got one, and let's see, she got one as well, and he got one. So if you look in their inventories, it will be here and has a little star under it to show you that. But I actually already put one over here in the backyard here, because these are actually something that you can get yourself from the catalogue in build buy mode, which I showed you earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one because I feel like this one is one of the more popular ones, and I feel like it might be something more interesting to do for the review purposes. So I'm going to get the team to come over here. And once you click on it, there's two different options. Sorry, I didn't mention, this is actually the rocket one. So there's two different options you can do here. You can start working sloppily, or you can start working carefully. So I'm going to do carefully because, you know, I feel like that would be good for her school progress, I should say. So let's get her to go ahead and start working on this. And if you go ahead and click on somebody else in the household, like this one here, you can actually go ahead and get them to assist with the project, and by doing these after school projects it actually increases their responsibility character value, which is great. So there's multiple people that can work on this, and you can even get the parents to come in and work on it as well. You can get the kids to come and work on it, and I don't really think the toddlers will be able to either though, so they'll be left out on this one. So let's get them to go over here and work on this together. One other thing I wanted to show you was that mood swings are something that the teenagers get quite a lot here. So as you can see, he's very sad here. It's time to wear black because he is feeling very sad, and it tells you here that it is from having a mood swing there in that blue text just there. So I'm going to get them to all come over here and work on this together, which is great. And let's take a nice little screenshot here of them working on this together. So as you can see, they're all working there. And when they actually work on it together, it actually, you know, does it a little bit quicker, I should say, sorry. So let's get them to go ahead and do that. And by doing this as well, since even though it's just a water rocket, it actually acquires their rocket science skill and increases that as well, which is great. So let's go ahead and get them to work on this, and it is frozen here, sorry about that. And once it's done, we'll go ahead and see how it works. Now, it isn't always going to be the perfect quality, so it may go wrong, it may go good, but we'll have to find out once this is actually finished how that went down. So it is finished here, so let's go ahead and see what that little notification said. So it says that Faithlin finished her school project quickly, extra credit has been awarded. So even though this wasn't her set school project, you can do other ones as well if you'd like to do a different one. Okay, so I'm going to get her to go ahead and launch the rocket now, and it is a water rocket by the way, and then it goes into the sky and it comes back down on a parachute. So this was a good project here, and it has turned out very well. So the last thing I want to show you in terms of gameplay is one little thing on the computer that adults can do for helping their parenting skill. You may have seen this in the secondary trailer for the Sims 4 Parenthood game pack, but if we come over to the computer here, they can actually go on here. And if I go under the web section, if I can find that, they can actually now browse parenting forums, and that will help with their parenting skill and help them to become a better parent. And another thing they can do as well is actually go and find other parents around and ask them for parenting tips. Okay, so we're here for the last section of this review, which is giving my opinions and thoughts of this pack. And overall, I really recommend this pack. You know, for the price, we'll get so much with this new game pack. You know, we've got new build mode items, buy mode items, we've got new gameplay, and it is family gameplay, which is something that we've been asking for such a long time. So we've finally got that. So if out of all the game packs, I would really recommend this one, because, you know, like I said, the family gameplay is something that I've been, you know, asking for such a long time, and we've finally got that. So this, you know, game pack is going to be such a good investment for you if that's the type of gameplay that you like. So we're at the end of the video now. Now, don't forget that I do actually have some other parenthood related videos going up today, and also tomorrow and on Wednesday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I have a few creator sims and speed builds as well, so make sure you go ahead and follow me on Twitter. My username there is RealThomasTV1, so you can stay up to date with all the videos that's to come for Parenthood. And there'll also be a Parenthood playlist on my channel if you like to go ahead over there. Just click on the playlist tab and you'll see it there, so you can see all of the Parenthood videos I'm doing. My creations as well will be up on the gallery, so make sure you go ahead and you know, follow me there. My username there is also RealThomasTV1. I'll start to be uploading my creations there from 7 AM Pacific Standard Time today, Monday the 29th. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and also a big thanks to SimGuru Drake for providing me with this early access code so I can go ahead and make these videos for you. And yeah, so make sure you follow me on all my social medias, which is all linked down below. Make sure you give this video with a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Leave all your thoughts about this pack down there as well. And if you have any other questions that you'd like me to answer, also leave those down below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!